Well, as we close this section in discussing your book, I thought one of the most, really back to your thesis now as well, that it is a profound experience of the grace of God that changes our understanding of these things. I was really helped by, in a couple of different sections, how you hit on this issue of what should motivate us. You cite Jonathan Edwards' teaching about the believer who appropriates the grace of God and thus is able to see the beauty of God. And that changing and granting whole new motivations for living a life of generous justice. Can you talk about that a little bit, the connection between seeing beauty and doing justice?
Well, see, that's more along the lines of the Desiring God book, which maybe we can talk about in a second. I think when I first read Desiring God by John Piper, he really was attracted to Edwards' idea of excellency, which is Edwards' coined word that's probably his best paraphrase as beauty. The idea that God is beautiful and glorious, and the purpose of, and in fact, the essence of worship is to enjoy Him. To enjoy God is because He's an end in Himself. He's just beautiful. The illustration I like to use is that I'll pay a lot of money to listen to Mozart because I love Mozart. So why? What am I getting out of Mozart? What's the value? And the answer is it's beautiful. So, well, why are you listening to Mozart? Well, what are you getting out of it? I said, I'm not getting anything out of it. It's an end in itself. It's beautiful, and therefore I just enjoy it, and it just enriches me, etc. So what I get from Edwards is that the excellency of God means that we should enjoy Him, and we find Him beautiful. And when we find Him beautiful, that changes us. It fills us. It puts us in a less needy position. John Piper would say there's a joy, there's a kind of overflow. Now, what I try to do in the book was bring out the fact that a woman named Ellen Scarry at Harvard wrote a book called On Beauty and Being Just. And I read the book some years ago, and it was intriguing. She basically was trying to give a secular account of what Edwards talks about. She felt that an experience of beauty decenters you. It makes you less selfish and needy, makes you happier, and makes you therefore more attentive to other people. And she gives an example that I use in the book where Iris Murdoch, who was a philosopher, talks about how she was filled with self-pity until she saw this beautiful bird soaring, and the beauty of it smote her heart. And then afterwards she said, why am I being so self-centered? And so the idea is an experience of beauty somehow decenters you from self-centeredness, and it makes you more willingness to be attentive to other people's needs. And I read that, and I decided, and I saw some other secular reviewers who said that doesn't really work. And they actually talked about the fact that the Nazis listened to, they went out and killed people during the day, and they slaughtered people at night and that kind of thing. And they were filled with beauty. But I kept saying, you know what, I think that she's trying to get at something that Edwards had and it was right about. I don't think just beauty in general makes you good and just. But I do sense that the being smitten with the beauty of God takes you out of yourself so that you're no longer so filled with self-absorption. And that's, to me, the essence of being charitable and just, is not to be thinking so much of yourself, willing to give away things instead of hoarding them. So I really thought that when I read that book that actually what Jonathan Edwards' version of that is right. The beauty of God makes you just. I don't think she's right that just beauty makes you just.
Sure.
Because too many people love beauty and then they're mafioso and they kill people and then they listen to wonderful music at night. And
Mozart at night.
Yeah. So that's the part of the book you were thinking about, right?
Yes, yeah, very much so.